Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Michigan State's head coach told me before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Knight. Look out! And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Odom. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. quick give. It's Henderson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Caught by Smith. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Caught on the RPO. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Got the tight end outside. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Gibson. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Ole Miss, 0.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. And his first throw here is incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit and drop in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Jumped on top of the pile.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Trying to get outside, it's Henderson. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He gets a block. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Bowling. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making the adjustment. dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Buying time to his right. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Henderson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Plows his way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Coleman. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Spartans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back. It's Bowling. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 22 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hurricanes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and some...
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency, but either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Left side, it's Davis. Snags it, and there's running room. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Across the 15. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Michigan State! Makes the grab and the corner. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Alexander. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just got rid of that one.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play,
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how...
Unleashes one deep. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Second and long here. Moves the pocket. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Cook. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. Got him quickly. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Davis. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that